Touchdown, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode. Touchdown, man, we back on road. Spending money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode.
But no, I got my boy, man, Rebels alumni, Hamilton High School alumni.
Been around since a youngin'.
Yeah, Zach, on what though? Hey, I gotta throw running Rebels alumni, Huntington Prep, Cleveland State alumni, 3-year pro overseas. Man, y'all give it up for my boy Charlie Charles Lee.
Yeah.
Man.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you having me on here, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you coming to the Barcode podcast, dog. You know, that mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Q-Bar.
Yeah.
That name been around for a while. I ain't see your high school, but I saw you towards your end of your college, you know, during the summers and when you come here. So I saw you in midnight leagues and warnings and all that when I was little.
Yeah, for sure, dog. Man, it's crazy how that shit was so long ago.
A lot of people don't know about.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just know now, but
yeah.
4th, 5th grade watching everybody. Like I was able to watch Jose Winston and Peanut Butter and all them dudes. I'm talking about that old. So I just saw a lot of dudes from the city for real. Even though I'm only 30 years old, but I know I done saw a lot of older dudes play.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it though, Charlie, like you very like well respected, you know, on and off the court. You know, people like love your game, bro. You know what I'm saying? You the wizard. You know, that like I said, that's the name I gave you. You know, I've been gave you that a long time, and I just brought it up again when you was playing all county. I'm like, he a wizard, y'all. Like, watch him. He don't turn the ball over. Smart passes. He play defense. He compete.
Yeah, man. That's how I gotta play, man. I'm a small guard, so you know, I gotta do it all the way around.
Yeah. So, man, I'm gonna start off with the Running Rebels organization, just because it's such a huge organization, and we seen it. You know, I felt like we seen it from the beginning. Well, I think I seen it from the beginning. I seen how it grew and how it's still growing and how big it is now. And playing for the Running Rebels, how much of influence that the guys before you had on you?
Man, they had a huge influence on me. I ain't watched the NBA. I watched a little bit of the NBA. I ain't watched college basketball at all, but I watched like Bouet, Draymond, and Tyson, and Dion, and Lil Billy, Lil Bibby. I mean, like some of the older Running Rebels. I just been watching them and Warren in the paint, St. Charles Open Gyms, and I fell in love with them. That's how I wanted to start hooping because of them for
real. Yeah. And what year would you say you started playing for the Rebels?
I started 4th grade, man. I don't even know exactly the year. I went into high school in 07. So I don't know, 4th grade. I mean, that was early 2000s or something like that. I was young. But I found out, that was my first time. The Rebels is the only team I ever played organized basketball with. I never played nowhere else. I was just at the park in the hood and shit like that with my brothers. Then my brother, he was playing. He came home with a Running Rebels jersey on.
Mm-hmm.
With Steve Marv them. And then like a week later, I come home with a Running Rebels jersey on. So
yeah.
Same program. We didn't even know. I was on the younger team. He was on the other team.
Mm-hmm. Now that team that you were playing on the Rebels was I know High Key is like one of your right hand mans with like High Key and Elgin Cook and all them guys on that same AAU team.
Yeah, people always say like I'm like they compare me as a Running Rebels legend because my team I was the first person on the team. I started the team that my age group was like the new Running Rebels. After Bouet them, my team became like the new Running Rebels and all that. So I was like the first person they ever had in that age group. Then we started building like Hakeem, Big D, Cook came a couple years later, and we just started building the team.
Yeah.
It kind of started with me, my age. fourth, fifth grade, my team, I started that team.
Okay, got you. So is that how? Hold on now. I know that you said you went to Bayview first.
Yeah,
You went to Bayview first coming out of middle school.
yeah. I went there my freshman year of high school. With John, I played with Johnny Lacey, one of the best guards. You know, nobody really talk about him, but he was probably one of the best guards I seen in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now what? Now that's a nice 1-2 punch right there. You and Johnny Lacey. And I want to say Dwight would have been there because if '07 your first year,
Yeah, he
Dwight.
left. He graduated.
Oh, he okay. So Dwight is '07.
He just left.
Okay. Yeah, so you and Johnny Lacey, that 1-2 punch, that would have been scary. You know what I'm saying?
It was nice, but we had a lot of egos at Bayview. Me, Darnell, Cook, and Hakeem, we was freshmen, so they had a senior team. So a lot of the dudes, man, they ain't really get along with us because we came in and we kind of took people's spots. Especially me, a lot of dudes didn't like me my freshman year because I was starting varsity, and a lot of people feel like I shouldn't have been starting, but it was what it was.
It was what it was. So y'all incoming freshmen, y'all migrate to Hamilton High School. What made y'all migrate to Hamilton High School out of all the high schools that y'all could have went to?
It's Tom Dinner, man. Tom Dinner, you know.
I already know. That's why I asked that. Like, man, was it the coach?
To be honest with you, we all was splitting up. It happened at the last minute. Chapman was our coach. Lou Chapman. He was him and Brandon Joseph, B. Joe. They was our coach at Bayview my freshman year. When Chapman left, he got a D1 assistant coaching job after our freshman year. And he the one told us, like, we was all splitting up pretty much. And he was like, I think y'all should stay together. So I was for to go to King, and Cook and Big D was for to go to Vincent. And then Diener ended up getting the Hamilton job. We ended up finding out he was there. So Chandler was like, I think y'all should just all go play for him, man. That's what we wanted. That's what we were to do.
Yeah. And now you played for a Hall of Famer coach. I played for a Hall of Fame coach.
We were just talking about Diener today too. It's funny.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy now that I like sit back and look at it. I do believe your career was way different than little Billy's. Okay. He kind of had Billy on a leash. That's the word I'm looking for. He had little Billy on a leash. Now, when little Charlie comes in, Diener kind of like start opening up. You a small guard. So going into Hamilton, how was your relationship out gay? Was he hard on you?
I was his favorite. I'm his favorite. He my boy. I ran the team. Like he ain't never get on me about nothing. I knew basketball, bro, so he trusted me.
Mm-hmm.
I was the best player in the city. Like everybody knew that at the time. Like, other than like when after Johnny Lacey, after Corey, it was like after Corey got out of high school, it was kind of like I was like the best guard in the city. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's kind of passed out to me in that way. And to Johnny and Corey, them left out. I ain't really see no competition in the city, but like Danny, little Danny was good, So we got some battles. But other than that, it was a walkthrough, man.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. So you go into Hamilton. You play for a Hall of Fame coach, like I stated before, like we both know. What's and I know why he liked you though, Charlie. And that's why me and Dean are still in contact because we listen, we play hard, we do whatever we have to do, for the team to win. So I get that. So coming in, you just named the guards, but that was the only competition you had when everybody left was Lil Danny, and he went to North, right?
Yep. Lil Danny, he was a year older than me. So, we had a couple of battles. But other than that, like as individual guards, I ain't really had that many tough battles. We had some good team battles against like Washington and Marshall. Marshall gave us a good game. King gave us a good game. I ain't played King game, but other than that, man, a lot of the dudes in the city, they was like, I've been playing against them since I was fourth, fifth grade, so I already knew I was better than them by the time I was in high school.
Yeah.
I really wasn't nothing I was kind of worried about. And then I had dudes with me like Big Cook, they made my confidence go up a little bit more because I had other players with me, and I wasn't just by myself.
Mm-hmm. Now playing with them guys, you know, y'all had a real tight chemistry. How easy did they make the game for you?
When I look back at our high school, bro, I feel like we was cheated, bro. We played together every all the time, bro. A lot of these high school dudes ain't play together. Like we I ain't play with nobody but them from AAU all the way to high school, all the way through high school. So it's like our chemistry was too good, bro. We was beating nationally ranked dudes in the country, and then we'd come to the city when the season started and just smack people.
The I'm already know who were some of the teams y'all was playing when y'all was going out of state.
Man, we was playing everybody like Marcus T, Speece, Indiana Speece, Bradley Bill, Ben Blackamore, Johnny Young Bryant. I'm just naming dudes that we beat. Quinn Cook, um, the Fire. We always played matched up with the Fire. Mac Irvin real good. You know, a lot of teams we beat. We won a lot of tournaments. We lost in the Final Four in a lot of tournaments. No, we always went far at AU. We kind of my group brought the Rebels back alive. Like they was kind of, they at the Bouet, them was kind of died down. Draylon them, then and me and Steve, Big Steve, he had Marv them, and Dale had us. But we used to win a lot of tournaments, so we kind of got the Rebels back buzzing. My group, then Lil Loon came, he was under us. So I watched Loon grow up since he was like fourth grade, bro.
Yeah, dog. That's crazy. It's so crazy, like Looney story, dog. And I'm really proud of dude. Shout out to Kavon Looney. Yeah.
Loon got a real nice story, man. He need to do a documentary or something.
Documentary.
About time now.
He need to do a documentary. You're right. Not a podcast interview, not documentary, bro. Like he made it, bro, from the mill, bro.
Went to the city, played in the city. He was a real city boy.
Yeah, real city boy. So did y'all make a state run your sophomore year? Because that was your sophomore year, y'all went to Hamilton, right?
I went my sophomore year, we lost. We lost 2 games. We finished second in the conference. Washington finished first. We lost to Jamil Wilson to get upstate to Racine Hurley. My sophomore year, he was a senior. They beat us. Then the next year, we finished first in the state, first in the city, and we went upstate. We lost to Marquette.
Okay, so junior year y'all go upstate, and Marquette was good when I was back in high school, but I thought they died down a little bit too. But for you to say that y'all went upstate and lost to them, like
I don't think they was better than us. We didn't take advantage of that moment for real. We was up there just treating it like a regular game when we was upstate. I wish I could do it over, bro.
Who you telling?
Our junior year was probably our best year. We went out of town too. We was in the high school tournament out of town. I think we lost to get to the championship, and now we had playing against national high school teams. We had good success in that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all right. So your sophomore, junior year. Well, I'm gonna just talk about junior year. Junior year, what would you say you averaged as a starter?
I was like 11.
Oh, yeah. What about assists?
Assists, man, probably like 6.
6.
Probably like 11 to 6. Probably like 3 steals. I was getting a lot of steals in high school, so yeah.
Okay.
Darren, I don't know about when y'all was in high school with Darren, but Darren, he don't let us bust the clock like that. We didn't average that much, even though we had a lot of offensive players. Once we was up, we started the ball and we just like he wasn't trying to blow teams out. If we was up, he's like, man, we start the ball for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You feel me?
And it's
then she used to hate it. Then I was so good at it. So I was so good at breaking 5 seconds. You have the 5-second count. I was so good at breaking it. I stalled it by myself. So then it's like, okay, we good. We gonna stay 4 corners out, and we're gonna start 2. And we did it for 2.5 minutes when we was playing against a high school Lakers. The fans hated it.
so
You know, white dudes in high school, they can't guard. So we
Yeah,
just come back
dude,
out.
yeah, they was getting pissed. Dude, so Charlie, it's funny you bring that up though, because we hated it. We like,
I really like it. My mama, everybody, team Ward, nobody like it, man. It's like let's hoop.
let's hoop, bro. And that's another reason why they need to bring shot clock to Wisconsin.
They need to bring it to high school, period, bro.
Yeah, that's
Realistic, like, come on, man. If y'all, the whole main goal is everybody to get to college in the NBA. They got shot clock, so get prepared for it.
get prepared for it, bro. And we played in the tournament our senior year when we went to Florida. Mind you, we beaten not Martell Webster, Wayne Ellington and Gerald Henderson. We up like 13 on them. Diener got us stalling. They come back and beat us by like 4 points.
And that's crazy that you said that. I was watching when Marv was with the Rebels, they was upstate. They almost lost like that. They was up and they started stalling upstate. And then they gave that team, they slowed down their pace and they ended up coming back. Marv hit the buzzer beater in that game, won it upstate.
Hey man.
But Diener, man, he know, man, he a legendary coach. One thing I respect about Diener, man, he make people listen to him, even the best players, you know, in the city. They listen to him. They don't just try to do what they want. You can't run over Diener for real.
None of that. Diener not going for none of that at all. You know what I'm saying? So how did your senior year go about Hamilton?
Man, so my senior year, man, I ended up leaving. So I met the prep school team. They saw me in AAU and Bob Gibbons. I made the all Bob Gibbons tournament team. We lost in the championship game out there. That's when it was us and the Spartans out there. But they really was looking at Larry Bradley. But then so they was at Larry Bradley game. He got off, and then we ended up playing the same court at Duke right after Larry. And they ended up watching me, and they wanted me. They liked me a little bit more, so they wanted me. But the whole year they was reaching out to me. This was in the summertime, going into this was during the summer. They was reaching out to me the whole year. They wore them. The people that was in my corner, Ward and Chapman, they like, no, he ain't going. He got a chance to win Mr. Basketball here senior year, go upstate. So he's like, he'd be losing all the lots. They ain't want me to go prep. But then I ended up getting in trouble here, and that's what made me go prep. I ended up getting in a little trouble here. And I went to jail. When I got out of jail, I went down there.
Exactly. Okay, so that's what happened. Now, do you feel your senior year that
But I ain't
you
lie.
want basketball?
It works in his favor, man. That it was the best thing that happened for me. I needed to go prep.
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting that better at Hamilton. Like I was good enough to be good here, but to get ready to go to college, I wouldn't have been ready my freshman year of college if I didn't go to Hamilton prep.
Got you. Now, do you feel your senior year you would have won it hands down, or you would have had a couple people to battle against in the state?
If I would have stayed, then Cook would have stayed, Big D would have stayed. So it would have been a battle between my own teammates for real.
I like to hear that. Okay. Yeah. So you go to Huntington. I'm saying it correct, right?
I don't see. That's what I don't know. I turned into a completely different player in 1 year. When I was at Hamilton, I was scoring the ball when I needed to score, but I was more of I'm trying to get everybody off. I ain't had no edge. I just knew I was better than people. I ain't really have to work. So when I went to Huntington, it was all top ranked dudes in the country. So bigger dudes, like it was real competitive. So I actually had to get better, like a lot better. So I was way better my senior year than I was my junior year as a basketball player.
Got you. And Huntington Prep, where is that located at?
That's in West Virginia.
It's in West Virginia. Okay. So you get in some trouble back at home.
OJ Mayo, he boosted school. OJ Mayo, he went to Huntington High down there, but he like a sponsor for Huntington Prep. He was when I was there.
Okay, got you. Okay. So you get into some trouble at home, you get out of jail, you go to prep. When you go out there, do you feel like you got a chip on your shoulder? Do you feel like
I ain't know where I was going. I ain't
yeah.
know nothing. I was just known for to go to prep school. I heard they play on ESPN. So I was like, I'm thinking it's about basketball, but I was going to a Catholic, they had Catholic school. They wear uniforms, they live with host families. I ain't know none of this. They was like, it's time for you to go. I packed up my bag. They flew me out. And I ended up, they picked me up from the airport. I pulled up to this big ass white neighborhood with mansions. And then when I pulled up to this one house, they had my name outside, like welcome. They had a big barbecue for me. And then the crazy thing about it, like I told you, like I had a dude on my team. He was 7'4", 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6'6". Everybody probably was like 6'3", 6'4", and higher on the team, but me. So when I get out, they was waiting on me. They already been practicing. I was a month late. So they already been moving around. They didn't have preseason games. So I come down and they waiting on me. They hear about, oh, we getting another player, and I get out the car. I'm little, so they laughing. They ain't think it was me. They thought it
Yeah.
was just to the parties. And then the coach was like, no, this our new player. It's supposed to be a point guard. So everybody so it was a weekend, so we didn't have practice the Monday. So everybody talking like, can you play? I'm like, yeah, I can play. We'll see, bro. So we get to practice, and then from the first practice, everybody respected me from the first practice out the gate.
Yeah, you put that Milwaukee stamp on them.
I didn't think I was gonna start. I started the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
I averaged more points there than I did at Hamilton. I was
Okay.
13 when I led the league in scoring out that year, my senior year. I got invited to All-Star games down in West Virginia. So I had a good season down there for real. That's when I got all my offers from college when I went down there.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few. I had little schools like Green Bay, Milwaukee. They was offering me when I was here. When I got down there, I started getting like UCF, UCF, Ohio, like little bigger mid-major schools start offering me and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, with us being from the city of Milwaukee, you know how small it is. How did you transition into being at your parents' crib in Milwaukee and then flying out to prep school and you stand in this big old mansion and you got to wear uniforms? And like, how was that? Was that a culture shock for you?
Bro, it was. I needed it, bro. I'm telling you, I was doing what I want here. I had no curfew when I got down there. I had a curfew. I couldn't listen to music loud in the house. It was just everything was different, bro. They was almost for to send me home for real. I was in detention for 1 month at school because down there they don't play using your phone in school. So I come from the city, like we use our phone in class all the time. So I
Mm-hmm.
kept getting caught using my phone. You get 3-day detention every time you use one. So I was late to practice for a month straight. I was late to weights. And the coach had to talk to me. He's like, man, you got to stop. Like, so I just cleaned it up. Like, I'm like, all right. And I became everybody's favorite down there. I just stopped getting tensions and all that. I was doing whatever I got to do to lead the team for real.
Exactly.
But like, I lived with a real white family. Like, it was a husband, a wife, and they had 2 little sons. Real white family, like, but I ain't feel like no racist shit going on. They showed me plenty love. They flew my whole family down, my mama, my brothers, my sisters, my girlfriend. Then they flew my whole family down to spend time with me and everything. So it was all love.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? We hear them stories, but it's not very rare, especially, young Black man coming from the inner city and you move in with a whole white family and everything goes smooth. And,
One thing I know about Milwaukee people though, bro, people love us, bro. We different. We grew up a little faster. We grew up a little more mature than a lot of people. So that was on my side. Like they love the way I taught, saying bro a lot, all the lingo. So that's what they like. And then
yeah.
Phil was there too. Big Phil was there too. Big Phil Nolan.
Why that name sound familiar? Where did he go?
He went to Vince. He got two national championships at UConn, back to back. You know Big Phil?
I have to see a picture. Damn. What year is he? What year he graduated?
Like a year younger than me.
Oh shit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I was not following high school basketball around that time. I ain't gonna lie.
with Sebastian Napier. Them, he was their center. He won 2 national championships.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, so he was with that team.
Nobody talk about that. Like Phil got 2 national championships from Milwaukee college. You feel me?
So that means he played with Kimball Walker then, right?
He was at UConn for real. I don't know if he was with UConn, Kimball Walker.
But he was with Sebastian Napier for sure, though.
For sure.
Okay, okay.
He was down there with me, but he ended up getting kicked out after the first game because they ain't playing that much. So they ended up sending him home. But man, it was only 2 Americans on my team. We had 4 Africans and 5 Canadians. And it was a me and another dude from Indiana. We was the only 2 Americans on the team.
And this your prep school.
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's one thing I did learn about prep this year, though. Because, I'm out in AZ, and I helped the prep school out, and we had guys from everywhere on that team. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, I know prep was popular when you went. I'm going to say that. Because I remember, like, Draylon and Avery going, and I remember, who we said, who?
Johnny Lacey, he ended up going right before me after he left. Maybe he went to Brewster Academy. Oh no, he went to Notre Dame Prep. I believe it was Notre Dame Prep.
Notre Dame Prep. I heard of that. That's a popular one. That's a popular prep school.
But to be honest with you, Huntington Prep really not a prep school. It's a regular high school. They just got prep behind it. It's a 4-year school. It ain't really not a prep school.
Okay, got you. And when you went there, you were still able to play 2 years, or you played one?
I played 1 year.
Okay, so you
4 years of high school, and I went to Cleveland State from there.
Okay, got you. So let's talk about Cleveland State. All the offers you had, why you choose Cleveland State?
Man, because Norris Cole that year was going crazy. Norris Cole was hooping. All they guards was hooping, bro. It was a guard school, and they let their guards hoop. So, and they really built a relationship with me. They came to my family. This was right before my grandma passed. They came here to visit my grandma. My mama cooked for them. The coaching staff, they really was in my house kicking it. So, and they know what the coach do that shit. So, my mama, everybody was like, yeah, Cleveland State was school. But I probably Cleveland State was one of the top mid-major schools then. So even though I had like a lot of other mid-majors, they still wasn't better than Cleveland State at the time. So it was like, I'm going to the best mid-major school. They was better than everybody in the Rising League. They was number 1 in the Rising League. That was one of the top mid-major schools in the country at the time. So it was a no-brainer for me. Like shit, I'm going to one of the best mid-major schools.
Yeah, that. Now, do you think that what's them has something to do with it? The barbecue? Because and I say that because for a coach to come, was you in the low numbers, like the inner city of Milwaukee when they came and visit?
Oh, no, I was up Hampton. I was on 130 Hampton at the time.
Okay, but for them to come down there, mingle with the fam, the barbecue, you know what I'm saying? That right there alone can have a player like.
A lot of coaches don't do that. They come to games, but they ain't come to the cookout.
That's what I'm saying.
They come to the cookout.
Then you got them to come to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Were there any players that was coming in with you that had like, you know what I'm saying, some influence on your decision?
No, pretty much it was just me. I only took 2 visits. I have about 13 offers, but I only took 2 visits. I didn't even want to go visit nobody. I took a visit to Green Bay, and Green Bay was recruiting me over Kiefer Sykes at the time. And so I went there in Cleveland State, and I went to Cleveland State, and I saw the arena. I went to visit the camp. I'm like, I'm coming here, man. That's where I'm coming.
That's dope. I would have loved to see you at Green Bay too, though. That would have been cool. But Cleveland State was cracking too, though. Yes.
Hey, me and Kiefer Sykes would have been ugly.
Yes, sir. Of my life. So you choose Cleveland State. How was it going into your freshman year? Were you competing for time? Did you start out gate?
Man, my freshman year, it was a blessing that the NBA lockout happened because Norris Cole, he stayed. He didn't leave. Miami sent all his workout stuff from there. They sent his training up to Cleveland, so he stayed there, and I was able to work out with him for the whole summer, my freshman year. And he kind of showed me the ropes for real. hooping against him in the open gym. That pressure, it was nothing like it, bro. Like I can't even explain my freshman year, bro. I got into like 3 fights, bro, because it was too tough. Like I was just hitting the weights. I'm playing against. I had 5 seniors in front of me. You feel me? Or when Norris Cole left, it was 5 juniors that was going to be seniors. You know, they went to the tournament. This was their team, bro. It wasn't my team. I was just good enough to play with them. You feel me? And I wasn't backing down. Like you feel me? I wasn't backing down.
Yeah. It's
Or seniors like that about me, but in practice, man, it was tough. Like it wasn't no fouls. You play through everything, like grab into so it was different. It was some practice I couldn't even dribble the ball, bro. Couldn't even put the ball down because it was like that.
come on now, Charlie. You know that's my type of basketball. I probably would have lasted at Cleveland State.
But hey, that's different, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So you go through that stuff.
I
Now,
want
are you in your
to
head
shout.
thinking like,
I know other people might see it. I'm gonna share it. So I'm gonna shout out my boy Trey Harmon, Jeremy Montgomery, Tim, AP, DeAndre Brown. Those the seniors. They showed me the way, bro. Those the seniors. And when I was a freshman, bro, we finished first in the league that year too. We didn't make the tournament because in the Horizon League, man, I mean one team go, we ended up losing in the tournament, but in the tournament that year we were smacking everybody in the Horizon League.
yeah, that's good, dog. So after getting your ass kicked in practice and getting beat up and you fighting,
And I still ended up averaging 17 minutes my freshman year. With
that's a
five,
lot for a freshman.
yeah, with 5 seniors in front of me, I started some games and all of that.
That's dope. That's dope. So so the games you did start, like how was the flow of the game for you at the time? Was your mindset like I'm just facilitating or I'm trying to get my shit off? Like what was your mindset?
My mindset's the same it is now for real. I'm gonna do whatever I can do. Like I'm gonna facilitate, but if I got open shot, I'm gonna take it. Some of the seniors didn't like that about me though. They was cool, but they feel like I took. Like, I used to try to take big shots and shit. They ain't want me to take that. So, but
Naked.
ball in my hand, coach, he trusts me with the ball in my hand a lot more than other people. So I'll be having to make a play.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. So is that why is that when you start hitting the weight room heavy? Because for you to be a smaller guard, dog, you got a nice little frame, dude.
Oh
So
yeah, Cleveland State, man, we had stupid football trainer, bro. We had a football trainer. He got me super strong my freshman year. I came in probably bitching like 135, and I probably was finished around 245 my freshman year. So I got a lot stronger. I had to though.
hell yeah, you did. Did you change your eating like your diet or no?
You know, they wanted me to gain weight. They had me on whey protein. They were trying to give me 160, but I used to stay in the gym so much I couldn't get past 150, bro. I was at 150. I used to shoot a lot, be in the gym all night.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so them guys, you said they senior. So your sophomore year, they gone. They gone, right?
About sophomore year, it was my team now.
It's your team.
Yeah.
Tell me now, like you said, your mindset been like that for the Rebels, Hamilton, prep school, Cleveland State. But now you a starter, Division One, Cleveland State. What's
I
going
had
through
all,
your mind?
I made all the decisions. I was just a starter. I picked who I wanted to come play with us. I picked who they was recruiting. I was in the meetings. You feel me? Because they really was like this gonna be our point guard for the next 3 years. They never recruited a guard. They never recruited a point guard. They recruited like shooting guards and wing, but they was stuck with me. After my freshman year, they saw okay, and then sophomore year it was my team, and we had a young team my sophomore year, so we lost. We finished like eighth in the Horizon League. That was my only year I lost that many games. All my other 3 years, I finished first or second in the Horizon League, so I won a lot of games at Cleveland State too.
Got you, got you.
But
So you
man, we had no seniors. We had 2 juniors and sophomores and freshmen. You
Mm.
know, Brent Forbes, he played with me. Trey Lewis, he played with me. I don't know if you Brent Forbes, he played for the San Antonio Spurs. He used to play for the Bucks.
Yeah, yeah. I remember they saying he played for that. Where did he transfer somewhere?
He stayed at Cleveland State for 2 years, then he went to Michigan State for 2 years.
That's where he went. Okay, I knew it was a D1 school. Wow.
Brent Forbes, he was my shooting guard. I used to get him off.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all still got a good relationship to this day, or?
Yeah, we cool, bro. Everybody, I'm cool. I speak to all them dudes here and there.
Okay. Now, did you see that out of Trent? Ford is it Trent Ford or is it Garrett something? Did you
Right.
see that him going to the NBA when y'all was at Cleveland?
I ain't see him going to the NBA, but I knew he was gonna be good. But like, I ain't see he was gonna be. He was actually good in the NBA. It's a difference just making it to the NBA, but he was actually hooping in the NBA. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's true.
The Spurs was actually using them. The Bucks actually use them. Like that's the difference. Some people can make it to the NBA, but don't see the court.
That's true. That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
true.
but his work ethic was crazy. Like nobody be in a gym more than Brent Forbes. Me and him was like neck and neck as gym, being in the gym. Like it'd be
Yeah.
moments I see him shooting, and I just get out of the shower to leave out, and I turn back around and go change because I see him in the gym shooting, and I go shoot. It was like that.
Yeah. And you was a highly respected guard in that league, man. I was just watching your highlights. What was it? When did you send me that text message?
Probably last week, so
Like last week. I was watching that, Charlie, and a lot of people would let this go over their head, man, because you a small guard, dude, and for you to play, Division 1, good college, and to
yeah.
be so efficient is amazing. So
I
what?
control a lot of games, bro. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I controlled a lot of games, like against a lot of good point guards, like a lot of good point guards. They struggled against me in college because I ain't had to control the game by scoring. Like I could control the game by you know not turning the ball over, controlling the pace, getting everybody involved, hold kind of shutting you down and scoring the ball. So I did that, and that's how I won a lot of games.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what did you average your sophomore junior year?
My sophomore year, I averaged the most points. I think I averaged like 15. My sophomore year, I was able to shoot a lot of shots. Our team wasn't that good. We was young, so I kind of got my shit off my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then it got better my junior senior too. I got better and better. The team got better too.
Okay. Yeah. Now, junior, senior, between them 2 years, did y'all have an NCAA run?
That's the thing. On my career, I never went to the tournament. I always finished top in the league, but we ended up losing in the tournament against like Valpo, Rice State, and them knocking us out. So I was never able to get to the NCAA tournament. I went to NIT twice, and I went to the CIT once.
Okay. You did. And how was the NIT for you? Was you still satisfied to be there? Because that's still
Yeah,
like a nice
we
big
was one of
tournament.
the top seeds in NIT. My It was my freshman year. My freshman year, we finished at the NIT. We lost against Stanford at Stanford. They had a lot of good players, but it
Yeah.
was.
Was that the year they had the Lopez brothers? Or no, that's too far.
They had the big light skinned dude that played for Dallas. He can jump.
Is it Powell, like the mixed guy?
They had Powell and they had the Randall, the point guard. His name was Randall. They had a decent team, bro.
Oh, I think I remember little dude. Yeah, Randall. He light
Then,
skinned, right?
then the other year, I played in the preseason NIT. We lost to Trey Burton in Michigan State. Trey Burton, Tim Hardaway Jr. They popped us though.
They did.
But my goal was that I never let the guard. I never felt like a guard killed me in college. My whole 4 years, no matter who I played, like they ain't really get their average on me. Like Kiefer Sykes, I'm gonna bring up Kiefer Sykes because he a close friend of mine. We was rivals. We didn't like each other in college, but now we cool. Because I knew he was good, so I ain't want to be his friend like that in college, bro. To be honest, because we had the top two teams and we was one of the top two point guards in the league. But I used to hate because he'd kill everybody, bro. So I couldn't get the buzz I wanted to get. In college, he'd get off 30 on everybody, but when he play us, he don't get off like that. He'd
Yeah.
be he'd be solid, but he don't look how he looked when he played UW, UIC. So I could never get the recognition I really needed because other teams couldn't slow him down like what we could.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you know where we come from. Not just Milwaukee. We come from Tom Diener. You know that's what the fuck he preach. So you a hard nosed guard, bro. So you know you compete. You feel what I'm saying?
We almost getting into it in the games, bro. But
Yeah.
we finished we finished my freshman year. We split. I split with him. My sophomore year, he swept me. My junior year, we split. My senior year, I split him. So we was like even. We had even same amount of wins against each other all 4 years.
Yeah, yeah. And with y'all been in the same conference, y'all played twice a year,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, y'all home and
I
against.
got a chance to play against C Love. C Love, I think 1 or 2 years. C Love was there at Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. Now how was that? You know?
C Love was younger then, so he's just playing his role pretty much. He a better player now, but back then he was just it was Sykes' team, so he went as he went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so you graduate Cleveland State. Once you leave Cleveland State, any NBA workouts, any NBA summer leagues, any D League tryouts?
So, the thing I ain't had no NBA workouts, but I worked out with a lot of NBA players. So it wasn't team workouts, but I worked out with a lot of NBA players: Lance Stevenson, DeMarcus Cousins, a lot of people. I lived in Vegas for 3 months. My After I graduated, I worked out at Impact. I was down there hooping. I was getting off. That's when Lauren Ward was down there watching me. So I had a good run there at Impact. But I got invited to Portsmouth my senior year, but I ended up getting suspended my last game before college. And they came to see me play, so I don't know what happened to it. So
Wow. Okay, that would have been nice.
yeah, I wanted to play. I had a chance to play in this Portsmouth camp. It was like for the seniors and shit. They graduate, get looked at and all that.
Okay. Now, what country did you go to out gate though? Once
I
that
went,
didn't fall through.
no, I went to Norway right after that year. We finished. We lost in the championship game. I made the All Star game. I led the league in scoring, assists, steals, all that. Had a good year there, but I knew I was better than that. So I was looking for the next year. So it was crazy. Like, man, I kind of got myself overseas. Even though I had an agent, I kind of got myself overseas from people knowing me and how I play and shit. So the year after that, I ended up playing in Georgia. It was right on the borderline of Turkey and shit. So, and I'm trying to see how that happened. It happened because through Big D. That kind of this how that situation happened. Funny. Let me tell you, Big D was in Belgium. He was playing with a guy. He was in one of the top leagues in Belgium. Big D Darnell. He was playing with a guy, and his guy was playing in Georgia. And his guy said they was looking for a point guard. So Big D is like, boom. I know my guy. He looking for. He trying to get out of season with him. So they sent him a highlight tapes and all that. They sent me the contract, and then I hit my agent. Like, man, I found me a job. So I had to get them involved and all that. But I kind of by knowing people, kind of got myself over there like that.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a better league than my first league. It was a good league.
okay. Now, do you want to talk about like how the contracts are overseas or like,
It's self-explanatory. It's straight to it. They give you a budget. They gonna give you a month on this day. They tell you violations like if you fight or stuff, they can send you home without paying you and shit like that. If you violate some too many rules. But yeah, it's probably like most leagues be like 8 to 10 months. They pay you once a month. They give you a house to live in for free. Some places give you a car. Some places even give you transportation, give you a driver and shit like that. It's smooth, bro. They give you money to hoop, bro. And you just don't have no bills, bro.
Yeah, and what though? You stack up all your bread and then come home for the summer and be straight.
Yeah, but it's grimy though, bro. Some people get paid on late. Some people don't pay people. So some teams be trying to kick you off the team on purpose. Like I was on the team like that. It didn't personally happen to me, but to another American, they trying to kick him off the team, trying to get him a fight, so they ain't have to pay him, trying to send him home. Because if they just cut you, they still gotta pay you. So you gotta do something for them not to pay you. You feel me? So they were trying to provoke a fight with him and shit.
Yeah.
Some leagues be on that, man.
Yeah, because you had that fight, you get your ass shipped home.
Yeah, yeah, you go.
They crazy for that, dog. Yeah. So your boy D get you overseas.
Yeah.
Now, when you go overseas, you playing with him, his team, right? Or
I went to
it's
home. I'm all the way. I'm like 11 hours away from here.
yeah.
I'm in Turkey, like near Turkey. I'm like near Iraq, almost in that area.
Okay.
Georgia, Georgia Super League. It was a good league. It was the top league in Georgia, and it was a competitive league. And I went over there and killed. I was an all-star. Like I told you, I led my league. I led the team scoring again, steals, points, assists. The same three categories. I like leading in.
Yeah.
So and the team and we finished third. We finished third. I always was on. We won a lot of games. We finished third that year, and so I did everything my agent was telling me to do, get the numbers, win. So I thought I was going to have another run to sign some more money after that, and then things got a little slow. No. So after that, I went the whole summer. It was like I'm like, man, what do I sign? So I ended up getting myself another thing, even though I had an agent, and my game was gonna speak for itself. So he reached out to some people for the Windy City Bulls G League to try out. So I went to that. Well, I get invited to the G League trials, like 250 people there. So we hooping, I'm getting off, I'm looking good, and then after nowhere, out of all them people they only select two of us to come to the training camp. So I got invited to the G League Bulls training camp. I was there with Big Diamond Stone from Milwaukee, and I was doing my thing. I was hooping, but I just didn't get the fair chance. I was like third string on the team, so I didn't really get a lot of minutes and reps and practice like that. But it was fun. Shit, I was like the last cut. They kept me for a long time. It was kind of a lot of dudes. I think they was on. It was like 17 dudes trying to camp, but they was only keeping I think 11. So they told us that in the beginning, so we knew dudes was getting cut, but it was fun. I enjoyed that experience. We was sharing facility with the Bulls, practice with them and shit like that.
That's still a dope experience, but that's kind of it's kind of cutthroat. 250 people in the tryout, and they only look for two people.
Man, they only signed two people, me and Brandon Wood. I don't know if you know who Brandon Wood is. He went to Valpo on the Rising League. He went to Michigan State, but that's my guy. He an older dude. And shit, yeah. Only me and him was only selected to the out of that camp to the training camp. And I
Oh.
stayed up
Mm-hmm.
there.
Now,
And
so you
after that I get waived. And so then I'm still trying, bro. You feel me? I ain't trying to give up on this shit. So and I needed some money though. After that, I'm like, man, all right, I need to get a job. So I reached out to the Rebels. Rebels got me. I became a VLZ, part of the VLZ program in Roosevelt Middle School. I was doing that, and then my Big D always trying to look out for me. You feel me? He hit me again, like, man, you come out here, try to come out here and try to practice with us, and like, you come practice with us. So I'm like, so I lied to Vic them, like, man, I got a team that's looking for me, man. They want me to work. They want me to try out for them. I got a chance to make a team. This is my chance to get back into hooping. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna continue to pay you. I'm gonna let you go for a month. So I was like, cool. So Big D, I don't know how I did, but I think D bought my ticket. I went half when he bought my ticket. I went out there I went out there hooping with him. Like I was practicing with him, all of that. Like really a part of their team, lifting weights with him, traveling with him on the road. I just wasn't playing, but I was doing good. Like you feel me? I was really hooping, and they just had signed a point guard, and they couldn't sign no more Americans. So I was playing so good. I ended up staying 1 month, and then turned to 2 months. So I was out there for 2 months with him. They didn't even want me to come back. His coach was like, man, we can't sign you. We got too many Americans, but I don't think you too good to go back. So they got me another job, bro. His coach looked out. He called another team from another country. Like, I think you should sign this dude. So they sent the contract over. It was decent little money. It was in Morocco, Africa. So I went. They flew me to Africa. Morocco was at the borderline of Africa. His coach looked out for me, got me there. I was out there for a month, but it was real unprofessional, bro. I was just practicing, but they weren't talking to me about nothing like money when I'm getting paid. They couldn't speak English. I'm like, man, I'm just in this hotel room that I gotta practice. I'm paying for all my own food. Like I'm running through my own money. Like when I'm getting, so I'm like, man, I hate cook. Like, bro, I gotta leave, bro. Y'all niggas gotta get me out of here.
Yeah.
You hear me? I like, y'all gotta get me out of here, bro. I'm like, I need to go back to Big D, bro. I went back to Big D, stayed out there for like another month with him.
Yeah.
Still hooping, still trying to like, man, I know they're gonna so another situation pop up in Pro A in France. A dude, his coach was gonna get me to go to France, bro. Got a contract sent to me, everything. They was gonna cut their guard because their guard was playing bad for a few games. That's how overseas is, bro. You play bad for a few games, they be damn looking for a new player. So the day they was really trying to sign me, I had the contract and everything, and it's a great league. Pro A France is one of the top leagues in France. I'm like, man, this is what I need. The guard ended up going for like 30 that night. So I'm like, oh, we gonna keep you. I'm like, damn, bro, Big D was salty. He was salty. I'm like, man, this shit, I just got bad luck with this shit right now. So I was like, I gotta get back, bro. I gotta get back to my job. So and I ended up flying back, finished out the year working there, and then shit, pretty much after that, bro, I kind of been working for real, man. I had to find my way, bro. For real. I had to get some money, bro.
Yeah, man. And it's so crazy because it's like you was right there, especially, with it was the D League or the G League then?
G League. Okay, I was more the G League. I knew it was politics to that. I appreciate the opportunity, but I wasn't looking forward to making the team. I was looking forward to that to help me get some overseas for real.
Exactly.
So then Big D, I thought that almost went through twice. I did go through. I did have a team. I did, but it wasn't what I needed, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm a person, bro. I didn't have contracts from other leagues in Mexico, but I can't. I'm not gonna go play for anything. But that ain't me.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you feel when you got that call back again from Lil D and you was out there for almost like for 2 months practicing and they signed another guard, did you feel like that was like a slap in the face to you? You like, man, I've been here for 2 months. Like,
No, it was like, God, like Big D's like, damn, man. He was like, what's your luck? The luck was just off bad timing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was bad timing. I was to pack up my bag. I was to go from Belgium to fly to France and everything. Because the Big D coach felt he knew, these coaches know each other. So he felt he knew he really see me in practice every day, what I'm doing. And he knew the guard that they had. He felt like I was better than him. So that's what he was saying to that coach. So that coach was going off his word. Like, okay, we're gonna sign him because he been playing bad anyways. Then he ended up going for like 30 that night. So they like, we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold out and give him another chance. That type of deal, bro.
do you think he got wind of that? Like, man, they trying to pick him up and he just turned it up a notch.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro. You playing too bad, you gotta turn it up, bro. You gonna get sent home. That's how it is overseas.
Yeah.
You have to do.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, so after that, bro, I just been trying to work, man. I've been teaching for the last 4 years, high school, and coached a little bit, but now I'm gonna join the police academy in October.
Man, congratulations, dog. Congratulations on that for real, man. And
I start having kids and shit, so
Oh, no, we all got kids and got to think, go back to the drawing board. Like,
Yeah.
got to figure this out. So, you go back and you work for the Rebels out gate, right?
Yeah.
This
Rebels is like my first real job. I did a little other stuff. Rebels like my first real job.
okay. So first of all, shout out to Vic, still paying you when you went overseas,
Yeah, he paid me the whole time I was over there every 2 weeks, bro.
holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm over in Belgium partying, going on. Yeah,
No, that's funny. Yeah. No, that's funny. I'm in Belgium partying, dog. But hey, even though you had your 3 years overseas, you still enjoyed the experience, though, right? Culture and stuff.
enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm grateful, bro. I appreciate it. Basketball did a lot for me, bro. Before even college and all that, traveling AAU, man, I've been everywhere for free. I had to spend $1.
I'm already knowing, dog. And that's the life. That's the life you live when you take care of business on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? So you did the Rebels, you did a little bit of coaching, and now you joining the police force. What's your angle with that? You trying to be in the building, out in the field? You trying to be outside?
No, outside, I ain't in no building, bro. I've been outside. I'm familiar with this city, bro. When I grew up in some of the worst neighborhoods in Milwaukee, man. My family, everybody know my family, brothers, man. I'm good, man. I know how to talk to people. I know how to approach people, but I ain't trying to be no cop to be no bad cop, be no foul shit. I'm just, you know, trying to help out.
Yeah, exactly. And we need that. We need
I really want to make it be cool again to be a cop, bro, for the young kids, for real. When I was a cop, cops was cool, but when I was younger, cops was cool, bro. They used to buy me shit, neighborhood ice cream, give me money, all that. So that's the type of cop I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be looking out for the good kids.
Yeah, up on the real. Even giving baseball cards out. I hope I ain't too old. We used to get baseball cards
Oh
and shit.
yeah, bro, they used to come around with lunches, remember the lunch trucks, shit, police trucks,
Yes.
all that.
Yeah, and that's good. You want to bring that back to the community for real, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? And good luck on that. The police force. I don't know your status or anything because I know it's like a grind.
I got 1 more month left. Supposed to start in October for me, so just going through this last little September process, and I should be ready to go.
Okay. And I know you still pretty young, Charlie. Y'all gonna come back strong again for all county again, man. Because I had y'all winning it, bro. When we lost, I had y'all winning.
We gotta redeem ourselves, bro. We coming back. We coming back, and we coming back a little stronger.
Okay. Now I don't want you to tell me too much detail, but are we gonna see that trio? We're gonna see that trio? Cook, D.
Y'all back strong because we coming back strong.
I'm already knowing, man. Now, hold on, Charlie. Now, I got to do this, especially if you've been tuned in on the Barcode podcast.
Yeah.
Your top 5 small point guards or small guards from the city all time.
All time, small guards all the time. I'm at the. Oh, we got old people too.
Yeah, whoever you think your 5 is.
So
you can include yourself in it too.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like this, bro. I'm gonna go. Calvin Rayford. I gotta throw him in because he was a McDonald's All-American. He went to Kansas, bro. And he really can hoop, bro. And then I'm gonna go Johnny Lacey. I'm gonna go Johnny Lacey. Small guards. I gotta go myself, bro. I gotta go myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Corey. Another small guard. Man, I'm just going on people that I saw. bro. I used to like Lil Billy, bro. I did used to like his game, but I'm just going off. I listen. I think Lil Billy better than a lot of smaller guards, bro, that people be talking about.
That's true. Yeah, Billy was the man. You know, I played with Billy at Vincent. He was a fool. Played against him in middle school. He was a fool. Played with him at AU. He was a fool.
Vincent was my first high school game I ever watched. I watched DG play. Steve brought me to watch DG because he's like, he can handle, he got handled. So I watched him. And then I went to watch King. I watched King when Corey was there his freshman year. One game. So I only went to 2 high school games. I used to watch everybody in the summer, bro.
Yeah.
I was at all the Warner games. Warner used to crap. Feel me? Like, I grew up watching like Ricky Franklin, Avery, Jason Price, Dupree, like everybody. Like Boo Wade. Boo Wade was one of my favorite players of all time, bro.
You know, he my favorite all time. You know what I'm saying?
Boo Wade got a lot of dudes' problems, man.
Shit. That boy a motherfucker, ain't he? Shit. Him and Greg, but I was more on the Boo Wade side, you know, everybody else. I still fuck with Greg, don't get it twisted.
I'm Boo Wade, but I ain't saw nobody better than Boo Wade since I've been from watching basketball here, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
I saw Boo Wade when he was in his prime. Like, he probably going off now, but I saw him when he was in his prime. When he just left Wisconsin. You feel me? I watched him then. Handles super tight. You feel me?
Tall, lanky.
Lanky there.
He took that in and out.
Boo Wade was different, bro. I used to real big fan of Boo Wade.
Yeah,
I got a question for you, bro, because we was just talking about this today.
Oh shit, talk to me.
Who your top 5 players of all time to come out the city?
All time, and I had to see him.
You haven't seen him, just if you want to go off the name, accolades, the game.
Listen. I'm gonna go off who I seen. I'm sorry. I heard a lot of big names, you know, guys before me that I didn't see. And it's no disrespect to nobody, because you know how Milwaukee motherfuckers can get emotional. Yeah. And it's like on some real shit, Charlie. I'm going Boo Wade, Greg Brown, Draylon Burns, Torrey Johnson, Dupree Fletcher.
Okay. Yeah.
That's who I'm rocking with, bro.
It's one name I never heard, Torrey. I ain't never heard that name get thrown up, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. People sleep on Tojo, bro. Dude, listen. He may have been a late bloomer in high school.
I saw him when he was at Oklahoma State. So I've been around like Washington.
He was supposed to make it to listen, even when he transferred to UW, he was still on the draft board.
Yeah.
He was, you know what I'm saying? We seen what Tojo did overseas too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and these guys.
Niggas gotta always knock the punch on something, bro.
Yeah, for real. And then you gotta understand this too, though, Charlie. All them guys I just named, I played against.
Yeah.
See, Boo and Greg, it was in practice because I was a freshman, they was a senior. But like when we played against Torrey and Draylon and Pre, you know, like motherfuckers had to come to that game like ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked with them then. Like, these niggas cold.
Drake was like that. Nobody really talking about Drake. Drake was like that.
Listen, I just told a motherfucker a couple weeks ago, bro. Well, I've been saying this for years, though. I said, if Draylon had athleticism, just a little bit, he go to the NBA easy. He go to the NBA easy, bro. He go to the NBA easy. Yeah. But no, that's who I'm rocking out with, dog, and I'm standing on it. And then I'll put the status up, and people already know. You know what I'm saying?
So will you throw like you ain't? I'm saying you ain't throw Devin Harris, you ain't Latrell Sprewell, you ain't bring them up.
Man, I seen Devin. I barely see Devin at what's the name of bro? I barely seen Devin at Wisconsin. I didn't see him in high school.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's why
I never saw him in the city, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So you still put him in your top 5 ever?
I'm just going off the game wise, skill wise, but yeah, man, long top, long to go right now. He get back to the city a lot.
I think it's different levels too. Now I got a 5 for that. I got like Looney, I got Devin Harris, I got Sprewell, I got Carl Landry.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying?
NBA 5. That's the NBA 5.
That's the NBA 5, right? You know what I'm saying? Then you can go from our era to your era. You know what I'm saying? But to really like to trickle that shit down, dog, like ever, that shit gonna be tough, bro. Cause I'm telling you, the people that we name, it's motherfuckers like my cousin Tree and all these. None of these motherfuckers that I picked in they top 5. You feel me?
Yeah. They need to do a Milwaukee basketball documentary for real, bro. On eras, different eras, and have video clips and have niggas talking like people need to hear from like Jose Winston and all these older dudes, bro. That these a lot of young dudes, people around my age don't know about Calvin Rayford like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do something like that for the city.
Yeah, straight demon. But hey, listen, I'll be open to do a documentary. That shit gonna take like 5 years, because maybe 6. I want that shit to there and there almost be perfect.
It ain't hard, man. Niggas put that money together. These niggas in the league, man. They can do that.
The real niggas got M's, but yeah, man, Charlie, I appreciate you so much for real, little bro, coming to the Barcode podcast. You know, this every interview I do from the, you know, anybody from the mill, it means a lot to me. Mean a lot. I learned a lot too. You know what I'm saying? I knew some stuff, but I didn't know everything. So I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, busting down your journey, taking us on your journey, telling us, bro.
I appreciate you inviting me, bro, reaching out to me, wanting to do it.
Yeah, for sure, baby. Love all day, man. I'm gonna tap in with you.
I gotta come out. I might have to fly out there, man, stay with you for a weekend, man. AZ.
Come on, man.
AZ, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
Gotta come out
there. Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode.